And I think the wheels came off a little bit in multiple ways. You know, trying to do I say a 9-to-5 job. It wasn't a 9-to-5 job during lockdown. It was really hard trying to juggle that and my kids. And I was genuinely having a breakdown most days. I remember one time I was on a work call. I think it was only the first day of lockdown. And I got up to the spare room and I was on a work call. Oh, there's a good old Zoom. Everyone's appeared on the screen. And just at that time, the door of the spare room swung open and my daughters just jumped on the spare bed next to me and started jumping up and down like a trampoline. Kelly, over to you. And I was like, and literally I couldn't get my words out. They were having the time of their life, laughing and giggling. But being serious a minute, I just thought, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I burst into tears on the call and I shut myself. I said, I'm sorry guys, I can't do this. And I shut the call off. And then probably for the next few weeks, I was just finding it so difficult. And then one day, rather than trying to paint this rosy picture of what was going on, I thought, I'm just going to be really honest. And I was like, do you know what, guys? This is a bit...
Yes, you can swear on here.
Okay, fine, I can swear.
Shit.
It is a bit shit. Like, I'm finding this really hard. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get through this. And all of a sudden, people are like, me too. I'm finding the same. Yes. And I was like, oh, hang on a minute. So me just turning up as myself and me just being completely honest about how I'm feeling, what's going on, that's okay. People are kind of accepting that. I was like, oh. So I just started sharing. It's really funny that the more I started to just share who I was and what was going on with me, the more people I completely relate to that. This is happening. People were sharing stories and then we were swapping. And then this community just built. And it was just so lovely to just have these interactions with people going, I'm struggling too. Isn't it really nice just to normalise the fact this is an absolute effing shit show? Yeah. And we're okay.
I think any mum that tries to deny that it's not a shit show is just lying somewhere along the line, because it's hard work.
It was really, really hard work. And then the schooling and everything like that. And then I thought, then Reels kind of launched. And I've never been good at taking photos, to be frank. And that's, that was the Insta of beautiful kitchen islands and flower displays and all of that. And like I told you, I'm outside by the clemmators. You know, do you know what I mean? That's where I'm at.
Kelly, we are the same. I focus on the Reels because I think that the Reels are sort of real life. Yes. Like that's for me too.
I'm the same.
I'm not like one of the girls who I work with, Emily, is like so beautiful. She's like 26. Her pictures always look stunning. And I'm like, Emily, that's never going to be me. No. Like, I'm never going to be that person.
No.
Like, I've just not got it within me. Even when I look back now, like videos and pictures of me at like 18, I'm always like pulling faces, put my fingers up, like just doing crazy stuff. Never posed and beautiful.
Well, someone says,
unless I'm doing an okay shoot.
I was going to say, I have seen a couple of magazine shoots where I completely I call bullshit on that one, to be honest, because
if it's for something good, I will pose.
My problem is I get peace-itis.
What's that? Oh, pace. Yeah.
Every time someone's taking a photo, I want to go,
you're like my 5-year-old daughter. That's what she does.
Yeah, well, we are the same, because basically my mate keeps also saying, close your mouth. Why do you always...
but mine's a mouth open. I always have my mouth open. It's ridiculous. Posing for pictures.
It's just ridiculous. I just couldn't do any of that.
Because it's like when you're being serious, almost I feel online that I'm being judged then for being serious. Do you know what I mean? Going, oh, she loves herself a bit.
That, I feel like a bit of a dickhead, if I'm honest with you.
Whereas we're not them people. You can't be what you're not.
And I feel really uncomfortable because I feel like people are like, you see it on people on like red carpets, they kind of saunter on their beautiful gowns and they're chatting, they're having an interview and you see them kind of being really animated and all of a sudden they just go, whoo. It's like the blue steel and they just
When I do the red carpet, honestly, I look and the likes of... I remember one year at the NTAs, I was behind Michelle Keegan.
Oh God, she's so beautiful.
She's so beautiful. Obviously, congratulations as well, Michelle, because she's just become a mummy. But... literally, Michelle, I've known her for so many years. She was there and she can just work it. And like when they hold their hands and they do this stuff and I'm like, I literally go on. I have one hand on my hip because I feel like it makes me look a little bit thinner.
Yep.
And I just do a few angles and that's it. Like, how do they turn around and move their dress and work it? Like,
they just know, don't they?
And my stylist will be like, Kelsey, can you just do a little bit more when you're on the red carpet? I'm like, I actually don't know how because it's just not within me. Like, I don't ooze that. I'd have to do like the crazy face.
There must be some kind of posing school, I swear to God. Like, when
that they go to.
There absolutely has to be. I went to an award ceremony the other week and they were like, oh, do you want your photo done? And my agent was like, yes, you do. I was like, oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Yes, please.
Yes,
okay.
yes, I would love that. And I stood in front of the backboard and I started smiling and I was like, what do I do with my arm? So what is it? Like, it just takes on a life of its own. And I'm just kind of like,
It's when they hold them together and they do all this. And I'm like,
but they know
they
what
look
they're
so
doing.
cool. They're working their bag. How are they working their dress like that?
There's a posing school somewhere that we've not been privy to. It's not fair.
We need to go.
We need to go. We need to go to the posing school so we can start going like that. Every time a photo's taken, be like more like Blue Steel, Michelle Keegan-esque photos.
I mean,
yeah, okay, it's never going to happen. But do you know what I mean? Like we can at least try and emulate that rather than be
even when people take pictures on Instagram and I'm like, how does their picture look that good? Like, how have they got that? How many pictures? Actually, have you seen Molly May's documentary? And then
yes,
and then on her photos, she literally did have like 25 pictures of a bath. I was like, that's why she's getting a good picture.
Yeah, look at someone's B-roll. Look.
Mine will be like 3 pictures, and I'm like, yeah, that will do.
I'm the same.
I've not got the time.
No. Lighting is key. I think lighting is a good one. I've tried it before. I've tried decent lighting. I'm like, okay, fine. You look a little bit more palatable.
Lighting is key.
Lighting is key.
I'm just taking notes.
Palatable. I've bought my husband walks into the lounge sometimes and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, is Steven Spielberg moved in here? Like, what is this rigging for a flipping 30-second reel that I'm trying to film? And he's walked in, I've got a ring light, I've got these 2 massive things up there. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, literally, this is just for like one shot. I've then got to move it round and shove it in that corner now because I'm going into that corner. It's just ridiculous.
What does he think about it all?
Well, this is the funny thing. He's not on social media.
Oh my God, neither is my partner.
No, not on. It's not his thing at all. Like, he's in a completely different kind of side of life, to be honest. I don't think he's ever even seen any of my videos. He hasn't done anything. Like, it's just not his thing. He's super supportive.
People
of what
always
I wanna
ask
do.
me questions about that though. They're like, I just don't really understand how and why. And I'm like, because he's not actually interested at all.
No, it's not his thing. And I'm not going to be that person that goes, but it needs to be your thing because it's my thing and that is how you support me. No, it's not. Like, I don't,
Well, it's your job. It's like him coming to sit at your desk being like, oh, I'm so proud of you. This work that you've done is so good.
It's like me saying, can I join one of your Teams calls, please, when you're talking to your team? They'd love that, wouldn't they? Me popping up going, hiya. Like, it just, our jobs are separate.
Will's a tree surgeon, so that would be even better. I'll just turn up while he's cutting down a tree. Go, baby, go!
You could be cheerleading up at the top of the tree.
I'm so proud of you.
I'll catch the branch, just throw it down.
What chainsaw are you using?
See what I mean? But in any normal walk of life, people would be like, you wouldn't. So, how was your husband's day? So, did you see that presentation he did? It was really good, wasn't it? I heard all his colleagues really like that presentation. It's not the same. So, we've got very, very different careers. We used to be quite similar in the fact that I was in a 9-to-5 corporate, and we still talk about our day, and we still kind of share what's going on. And
Does he judge that you're not in a 9-to-5 job anymore?
No, he doesn't.
He embraces it.
Oh, he completely embraces it.
Because I think it's sometimes quite hard for people.
Oh, I think so.
Do you know what I mean by like they're in the 9-to-5 and they don't understand when you don't do a 9-to-5?
No, I think sometimes it's also just self-employment generally, like the flexibility. So like being I always have to say I am still a working mum, and I found that really difficult actually, shifting from the 9-to-5 corporate working to going, I don't have a real job anymore. You do have a real job. In fact, I probably work more hours now, but they're just so much more flexible. And I think that is sometimes a challenge because he's still in the corporate 9-to-5 world. He's got a team.
And his time
isn't his own. He can switch off, but he's also, during those working hours, he's got a team he needs to manage and they need him and he's dealing with that. So, if the school does call and, when your stomach does that flip, when you pick your phone up and it says school across, shit, now what? It's me that's going to go. And it's okay because my work is more flexible. There are going to be times when I'm like, well, I come here. And it's like, well, no, I'm in London, so that isn't going to work. And like I've said to you before we came on, he's on school pickup today, just in case there's a problem with trains. So we do make it work. But I fully accept that I am the one that is going to be more flexible because that's just the nature of the job. And I completely appreciate that.
I think it is quite hard though. And me and Georgia talk about it on here, that when you are like the stay at home mum, but you are working.
Yeah.
It's so difficult. This morning I was on a call at like 7:00 this morning.
Yep.
Like a work call. Mm-hmm. And Bodie just flipped his lid about like, he wanted me to read the back of a drink. Like the innocent drinks. The little fun facts and stuff. Yeah,
on the back.
It was about a pine cone. I went, it's the same one as what you had yesterday. I've read this to you. Read it to me. Literally lost it. I'm trying to go upstairs to actually get away from him. He follows me upstairs. Yeah. He follows me downstairs. In the end, I was like, can you just wait 1 second? I'm like, Mummy's on a work call. But it's so hard.
Yeah, it is.
So then what do you do? Because
it's hard, right? I now term myself a work from home mum, because I think I personally have to get into that headspace of you are still working. The kids, they're confuddled is probably the word when it comes to it, because my husband's got an office because he requires a shut door, phone calls with important people at work and meetings and so forth.
I need an office, don't I? Is this what you're saying to
This
me?
is it. And this is what we've been discussing at length. Discussing, you know what I mean by that. At length. Because he's got an office. So he can physically have his own space where he does whatever he needs to get done for work and can shut a door. Now, the girls understand a shut door. Now, my office is the flipping dining room table, which is fine to an extent.
Mine's the whole house.
Okay, yeah, mine is, to be honest, because he finds me in the kitchen or the bathroom.
Yeah, I actually
stuff.
went and shut myself in his bedroom this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't actually know where to go now. I should have just locked myself in the bathroom.
But then they bang on the door. Like you can't win either way. I learned, especially during lockdown, that the only way I was going to be able to take a call is basically take the 5 minutes or sometimes even 10 minutes it's going to take just to settle them with whatever it takes, whether it's reading the back of an innocent smoothie carton or whether it's just doing a bit of Play-Doh or whatever it is.
And then have
and there's always a snack involved, give them a snack. And then go and do the thing, because actually in the time it's taken you to kind of reset them, I think you also reset yourself.
Yeah.
They're calm.
But then
and you're
sometimes
calmer.
life just lifes. And like this morning, it was like I needed to get on the call to talk. So it had to be done there and then. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't like, I didn't have time to go, I'm going to set you, I'm going to do this.
No, but they know you're a mum. And this is what, again, I wanted to normalise, and I normalised as much as I possibly could, was you don't have to hide the fact your kids are there. It's like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm a mum. Where do you think my children are? Yeah. They are here and I'm trying to do breakfast and I'm trying to get them ready for nursery.
Yeah, and that's who was moaning about his Weetabix as well.
Well, of course.
He wanted plain Weetabix with no milk in it this morning.
Okay, that's novel.
I was just like,
it's really gammy taste in my mouth now.
I am not arguing. I was like, I'm not arguing with you. Have the Weetabix dry and disgusting and eat it. And he did actually eat it. So very weird.
That is very weird. But at least he ate the breakfast. Let's be frank. By the time you've dropped the kids off at school, you've lived 3 lives. Yeah. And no one seems to understand this. Other parents get it. But like I come out of school, I'm like, oh my God, thank God that's over. And you see all the mums just kind of either running off to catch a train because they've got to get to work now, or running back for a work call, or literally coffees in hand, just like, okay, we're okay. It's just utter decompress that you need. And I never used to understand it before I had kids. I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Until next time, I'm Kelsey Parker, and this has been Mum's the Word. And we'll be back with another episode, same time, same place, next week.